Welcome to the Virtue Bowling Supply YouTube channel, your go-to place for non-staff, non-biased, multi-style reviews. My name is Chris, and I will be bringing a high-rev perspective.
And my name is Josh, and I will be bringing a low-rev perspective.
Alright, today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Motiv Evoke Hysteria and the Radical Torpedo, and we'll be picking one winner that we will most likely add to our bag and explain why.
So make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you out on the lanes.
Just wrapped up throwing the brand new Motiv Evoke Hysteria and the Radical Torpedo. I feel like these are just about as similar as balls as you can get between brands. I think the Torpedo might just be a little bit more continuous than the Evoke. I definitely saw as I migrated left with the Evoke, it was just a little bit more forward through the pins, and I ended up leaving one like kind of swisher half 10, and it just kind of wanted to hook a little too early in the oil. As to where if I got it in the oil with the Torpedo, you wanted to see it try to hook off the end of the pattern and go through the pin still. There were definitely a couple where it kind of jumped on me and went through the head pin. So overall, the Evoke is just a little bit more forward through the pins. Playing a little straighter with both of them, they're both early enough that they kind of blended the friction really well. As long as you had a decent amount of ball speed, it didn't really hockey stick off the end of the pattern. I feel like both of them fit that kind of same spot where they're a little stronger of a asymmetric pearl, so they blend the friction really well. All right, final thoughts on these two balls. Both of them looked really good going down the lane, and I really enjoyed throwing both of them. But overall, I feel like I liked the Evoke Hysteria a little bit more. I just got a few more of those off hits, and just having a ball that's a little bit more forward is just something that I like to see a little bit more. So for this one, I'm gonna have to go with the Motiv Evoke Hysteria.
Finished throwing 10 shots with each of these rocks. For me, the Torpedo felt like it was a little bit more angular downlane than the Evoke. They are fairly close. However, I felt with the Torpedo, if I got it in, it actually wanted to hook a little bit more and get off spot, where the Evoke just felt so forward and so lazy when I missed in. It didn't really want to get off of it very well. Very similar. For the Torpedo, it was brand new fresh oil pattern, so there was a little bit of carry down that kind of came out of nowhere, so I did have to kind of jump back right. But with the Evoke, you could see how I felt like I could use that hold a little better for me just shape-wise, but it did not go through the pins when I used the hold. I felt like I needed to get it to friction for it to carry, where the Torpedo, I didn't necessarily feel the same way. I felt like I could get it to either friction or oil in the middle part of the lane, and it still got off of it. Final thoughts on the Motiv Evoke Hysteria and the Radical Torpedo. For me, I felt like these two rocks are very similar. I would say that the Evoke just hooks a little bit less down lane and is just a little bit more controllable, something you can keep your angles a little bit more square. But for me and what we're bowling on today, I felt like the Torpedo is going to be the winner in my book. I just felt like I had a little bit more mist room, a little bit more area down lane, and it didn't have to be so perfect execution-wise in order to get it to shape the right way.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this video useful, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.